Welcome back, everybody. It is August 6, 2022, and it's safe to say it's been a slow start to the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. In fact, just 3 total storms, not one of those becoming a hurricane yet, and the last time we actually saw a tropical depression or tropical storm was back on July 2nd and July 3rd, over a month ago now, with Tropical Storm Colin, which reached a whopping 40 miles per hour, technically making it a tropical storm, but a complete dud when it comes to the actual hurricane season. Now, in comparison, take the record-breaking Atlantic hurricane season of 2020, just 2 years ago. By this time, in August of 2020, we had not only 8 tropical storms, we also had 1 tropical depression and 2 Category 1 hurricanes. Compare that to our 2022 season, where we have a total of 3 tropical storms. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that this season is off to a very slow start compared to other seasons. But what's important about hurricane season is what we call peak hurricane season. And surprise, surprise, it actually starts right now. We are towards the end of the first week of August, and you can see on this chart right here, just after August 1st, we start climbing that mountain, and it tends to happen very quickly, like almost literally overnight. I'm going to show you some examples of why that's actually true. But as you can see, peak hurricane season basically happens between September 10th and September 15th, and that's when we start going back down the other side, which is still a very active time. In fact, if we go back to the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season stat list, you could see the first week of August is when we started getting the large and even major hurricanes. This was a very, very busy season, so it's a very good example to use to show exactly how peak hurricane season flares up and happens very quickly. All right, now I want to get into some of these articles that have come out in the last couple days. In fact, you can see right here, this one began August 5th, which was just yesterday, and it was updated today, August 6th. Now, I love the timing of some of this stuff because in the last 2 days alone, basically every major weather outlet has come out saying that hurricane season basically is about to blow up. And you can see right here with this title, hurricane season has been quiet so far. Don't let that fool you. Here is another article that came out on August 4th, which was 2 days ago. Forecasters say hurricane season is going to get busy. Calm before the storms. Get it? National Weather Service says no change to official predictions. So basically the point I'm trying to build up here is that over the last couple days, the major news outlets have come out saying that hurricane season is about to blow up. Then within 24 to 48 hours, we get this. Almost like clockwork, we get our first possible invest in a long, long time. We have not seen a single thing on this chart in weeks. And then within 48 hours of all these reports going on, we have a 20% chance of cyclone formation off the Cape Verde Islands, Western Africa, right on time for peak hurricane season. Now, we all know the rule of thumb. You don't want to go past 5 days when forecasting hurricanes, but I just find it interesting. I check this chart every single day, even though I know nothing's going to show up for a while. But take a look at this. For the first time in well over a month, if we scan over the next 2 weeks, we see 3 possible storms pop up. Here's the one with the invest I just showed you. And then watch this low pressure system that comes off the Carolina coast and then rides up the East Coast. This could be a theme going into the rest of this season. You could see that right there. In fact, a few months ago, we made a prediction on this channel that the East Coast was going to get its fair share of hurricanes this year. And just as this one passes out here, we see another low pressure system cross Florida. It's almost like a switch has been flipped, and now we're going to start seeing these low-pressure systems shooting out of the west coast of Africa, coming up from the warm waters of the Caribbean, with no end in sight. It's a low-pressure system after low-pressure system after a long series of quiet time in the Atlantic Ocean. One more time, let's take a look at that over the next 2 weeks. We have our invest popping up over here. You're going to see that one, and you're going to see a low-pressure system building up right here on the eastern seaboard, the Carolinas, the Outer Banks area. And as that comes out of the East Coast, it kind of rides up. There it is right there. It rides up the East Coast all the way towards New Jersey, New York, right in this area here. But again, that is August 17th, a little too far out to make any accurate predictions. The point is that the Atlantic Ocean is certainly waking up. Just to sum it up a little more, here's a tweet from Mike's weather page, a very good hurricane watcher. You can see the GFS and the European model both show all 3 of these low pressure systems popping up over the next week and a half, maybe 10 days. So again, I can't stress enough, the Atlantic Ocean wide awake. Very quickly, we'll take a look at this article here, also showing that peak hurricane season chart. Right after that first week of August, we go up this mountain basically all the way to the middle of September, where we peak out, and then we start going back down the other side of the mountain. This is a very critical time for major hurricanes, and I guarantee we're going to be going through a lot of names very quickly. If we scroll down to the bottom here, the average between 1991 and 2020 was 14 named storms, 7 of those becoming hurricanes, 3 of those becoming Category 3 or higher or considered a major hurricane. NOAA has re-released their data. Even this far into the season, they are still expecting 14 to 20 named storms, 6 to 10 becoming hurricanes, and 3 to 5 becoming major. That is a very, very high possibility. And very quickly, some of the reasons why we haven't seen too much tropical activity is in part due to the Sahara dust layer. You could see a thick layer of sand that's coming off Western Africa, crossing the Atlantic Ocean into the Caribbean. This basically slows down the development of tropical cyclones. The sand breaks up a lot of the moisture or low pressure systems that are trying to form. That is actually expected to start fading away. As you can see in this area, these deep reds here are prime real estate for the development of tropical cyclones. It is starting to bleed into the Gulf, and within a week or two, the entire Gulf, eastern side of the southeast of the United States, and also everything in the Caribbean is going to be absolutely ready for a high number of tropical cyclones. And that also includes the water belt that comes from West Africa all the way to the Leeward and Lesser Antilles Islands. Long story short, my friends, it is time to start paying attention to hurricane season and the daily weather, or especially anything that's within a 5-day period. You want to be prepared for some of these storms. They come quickly, they come heavy. And this time of year is when they start taking the attention of the news. You will be seeing this a lot more on this channel as well. And I just wanted to bring this all to your attention to get you prepared and ready, which could very well be a crazy few months of severe weather. My friends, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Questions or concerns, please leave down below. Shout out to Canada. And I'll bring you any updates you need about this Atlantic hurricane season as it comes. All right, my friends, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.